In our previous episode, our riders spent the day watching colorful marine life at their favorite island. They found peace along the quiet beaches, and with the lowland adventure complete, they finally began the journey home. But one newly opened mall proved too tempting to ignore, so they had one last stop, and after a respectable number of unnecessary steps and calories, and as dusk settled over the mountains, our riders continued home with another adventure behind them. Now, it is a new morning. The riders find themselves deep in the mountains at dawn. Somewhere along the winding roads of Kapangan, Benguet, the night is slowly giving way to morning. The villagers are still waking. Soon, the light begins creeping over the mountains. The roads remain quiet. The mountains begin to reveal themselves. But the fog has other ideas. It races across the valleys, quickly swallowing the peaks once more. The riders soon find the first roadside eatery opening for the day. They decide to stop. It's the perfect place to wait for the views to fully reveal themselves. After a short half-hour break, the riders return to the road. The journey immediately greets them with an uphill climb. Thankfully, the fog is beginning to retreat, and the timing could not be better. Because it is their first time on this road, every bend brings something new into view. Like these chickens. Here, the chickens are kings of the road. Meanwhile, our riders do not know what waits beyond the next corner. It could be another nice mountain view or an avalanche of clouds. Or it could just be another chicken. Apparently, these mountain roads are home to plenty of free-range chickens. Soon, our riders pass through a small mountain town. So small, in fact, that it disappears almost as quickly as it appeared. Before long, the buildings give way to trees and winding roads once more. And of course, more chickens. These chickens have no road sense, and no particular interest in surviving the morning. Is that another chicken? Nope, a dog this time. This may be the most farm animal-filled ride our riders have ever survived. And knowing our luck, the next bend will probably contain a goat with right-of-way. The road seems to pass through one small farm after another. A glimpse into life in the highlands. But our riders are about to get more than just a glimpse. Soon, they come across a roadside Viewdeck. Stops like these are among the most exciting parts of the journey. And this one is rather unusual. Instead of the familiar square platform, it is perfectly round. A little more room to admire the mountains.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want.
She's so bad.
I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did I know it hurts, but something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want.
Our riders take a moment to stretch and relax. What happens next is best described as interpretive dance. Thankfully, the place is completely empty, so their routine remains a private performance. With the view finally appreciated, they return to their noble steeds. The engines awaken once more, and the road calls them onward. And we are on for one of the most scenic rides they will ever take. The rain has recently passed through the highlands. Everything now carries deeper shades of green. The mountains have had their morning shower and are looking rather pleased with themselves. The road curves around another ridge. The view changes with every turn. Even Google Maps would need a moment to process this. Our riders enter the next municipality called Kibungan, Benguet. They pass by another small town with marvelous mountain views. The road is almost completely empty. Only the sound of the motorcycles breaks the silence. Civilization appears to be taking the day off. The rain has left the vegetation bright and fresh. Water still glistens along parts of the roadside. Everything looks refreshed except the riders, who still have several kilometers to go. The road follows the natural curves of the mountain. The mountains rise quietly around the road. It is a peaceful place to travel, provided your brakes agree. Not just because of the slopes, but because of the chickens. Every bend works with the terrain instead of fighting it. These roads connect scattered communities across the highlands. They also provide access to farms and local markets. So this scenic road is basically part of the grocery supply chain. Pine trees line the road on either side. Their presence makes the journey feel almost magical. A small settlement appears ahead. Houses gather briefly along the mountain road. Blink once and you might accidentally miss the entire town. And now the road begins to descend once more. The riders ease their way down the mountain. For a moment, the journey feels wonderfully effortless. But experienced mountain riders know better. Sometimes, a downhill stretch is not a reward. It is merely the mountain preparing you for what comes next. Because somewhere ahead, there is an uphill climb waiting with a personal grudge. And speaking of grudges, they are about to meet one of the angriest mountains yet. The riders have no idea what awaits them. They are too distracted with the mountain views. The road twists and climbs relentlessly upward. One hairpin turn follows another, then another. Wait for it, then another. Is it over yet? Not really, because here is another. Looks like we're not quite done yet, for here comes another. The motorcycles work harder with every ascent. The engines whine beneath them as the climb continues. Our riders begin to feel rather sorry for their noble steeds. For a brief moment, they even question their own weight. Have they really gained that much? There is little time to investigate. Finally, the riders reach a gentler slope. At last, our riders begin to relax. The hard part is over. Or so they thought. Another hairpin curve waves ahead. Even Google Maps looked confused. They stopped to check it and continue on the right path. The road keeps climbing, then it climbs some more. At this point, Miley Cyrus was right. It really is the climb. Although I suspect she wasn't singing about a motorcycle carrying two adults up a mountain with questionable fitness levels. Right now, our riders are already near their destination, a town called Bakun, Benguet. This rugged municipality sits deep within the mountains of Benguet. But first, take a look at these purple flowers. Somehow, people looked at this remote terrain generations ago and thought this seems like a perfectly reasonable place to start a life. Long before modern roads, communities settled here in search of fertile land, natural resources, and places to trade. And today, those communities remain connected by the winding roads our riders now travel. Of course, getting here required a healthy amount of anxiety. And the fact that there was no cell reception at all. But somehow, it was all worth it. For our riders, the journey was challenging. But the view waiting at the end makes every turn worth it.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me f***ed up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you. Choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
Our mountain journey has just begun. Our next adventure is more exciting. Our riders will conquer hidden wonders of this land. So, subscribe to tune in.
Fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna sing my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seeds as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seeds as I spread with every word that I've said.